watching Big 12 now on ESPN+. Tonight, from the banks of the Brazos, a new era in Baylor basketball begins with the inaugural game in the new Paul and Alejandra Foster Pavilion, the 18th ranked Bears hosting Cornell. And everybody, welcome inside the sparkling new Foster Pavilion. John Morris alongside former Baylor standout King McClure. King, this is an historic night tonight, man, as Baylor basketball christens the new Foster Pavilion.
You know, walking in here, it's a surreal feeling. I mean, all the blood, sweat, and tears that so many Baylor basketball players poured into this facility to make it to where it is, the success that Coach Drew's had to be able to make this happen, man, it's so surreal.
It is lesser capacity here than the Farrell Center, 7,500 capacity. The goal there is to pack it out every night like it is tonight for this inaugural game against Cornell.
I mean, that's the goal. That's the vision. We want people to come to Baylor University and to be intimidated. When it's 7,500, the way that they have it sat where it goes straight up. So it's louder, it's harder to play. The students are right behind the bench. I mean, that's what we want. We want a hard atmosphere when you come to Waco, Texas.
So many people have done so much good work in making this happen. The arena was built basically in 20 months, which is amazing. Here's a look at the time lapse from when they started construction on the banks of the Brazos. That was May of 2022. Now here on January 2nd of 2024, we'll play the opener.
Man, once again, Jay, I'm at a loss for words. It's breathtaking the way that I literally walked in here. I mean, almost a tear dropped in my eye just because I know what it took to get here. What Coach Drew poured into this to make this happen, and to see it firsthand, and then to see the evolution of this, man. Yeah, it's incredible, J-Mo. I don't have anything else to say.
Great memories after 35 and a half years playing in the Farrell Center. That's where you played during your Baylor days. Yeah. Good memories there, but we'll start with new memories here tonight.
A ton of great memories, and, you know, I think this was about time. It was much needed, and I'm glad that it finally happened. But you're right. The Farrell Center will be missed, but the Foster Pavilion will be a place to be reckoned with.
Well, a lot to talk about. They've got commemorative coins being given to everyone in attendance tonight. Those are real keepsakes. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more in just a moment. Heading toward tip-off of the inaugural game in Foster Pavilion. Baylor versus Cornell coming up.
We should have the best arena in the country. It'll make the games more enjoyable for our fans. There's not a bad seat, and the new technology is just awesome. It'll help with recruiting. It's going to be really neat.
Farrell Center's not going away. This has been the home for Baylor volleyball and for acrobatics and tumbling. 8-time national champion acrobatics and tumbling, and I think that's the cool piece that maybe people don't really think about. Volleyball and A&T will now have their own space.
I'm glad it's not going away completely. Basketball will move out, but now it becomes home to our nationally ranked volleyball team, and that'll be great to give them some more space there. And then I love acrobatics and tumbling. I mean, who doesn't love female and that sport?
Farewell is always sad. At the same time, new is exciting. The prospect of what it can mean to our program and how it can build on the success we've had. That environment, you know, when you feel the crowd, you literally feel it and you hear it. And I think that's the way the building's built, the depth and how it's set up. I just think it has a chance to create a really, really special environment for college basketball, and especially college women's basketball.
Great memories in the Farrell Center. We'll begin new memories tonight in Foster Pavilion. Baylor men open tonight. The Baylor women open here tomorrow. When we come back, we'll visit with Baylor women's coach Nikki Collins. Stay with us. We're back to the Foster Pavilion after this. A look inside a brand new Foster Pavilion. Opening night tonight. Baylor men hosting Cornell. Tomorrow evening, the Baylor women, up to number 6 in the nation, one of 7 undefeated teams in women's basketball in the entire country. They are in action, hosting, another undefeated team in TCU. Coach Nikki Collin joins us now. You had your first practice with your team in here yesterday. What are the initial thoughts?
Just excited for this opportunity. Just to even hear the crowd roaring in there, and knowing what a home court advantage this could provide for us, especially to open against another top 25 opponent, will be a big deal tomorrow night.
Coach, you beat a really, really good team in Texas. I watched the game, huge win. What did that mean for you and your program?
You know, I think we've just been checking off game by game. It's about the opponent in front of us. Every team's a little different. It's the most we've turned the basketball over, so a lot to learn from it. But at the same time, when you shoot 58% against the number 5 team in the country, you did something right. So when we didn't turn it over, we put the ball in the basket. So should be a confidence builder, certainly for us. But, you know, we're seeing a hungry TCU team that hasn't had a ranked win yet this season, and will like nothing better than to come in here and spoil, you know, kind of the opener in here for us.
Yeah. From a coach's perspective, what do you like best about this arena? I mean, it seems like it has the potential to be a really good home court.
Yeah, I think it's the intimacy. You know, I think I compared it a little bit playing at SMU this year and how close the fans are to the floor, so the impact that they make with the noise. I just, we didn't get that at Farrell. The noise didn't come down to us. And so I think that idea of creating an environment where the opponent truly can't hear, about the only game each year that we pipe crowd noise in for is Iowa State, because we've played in 2 straight sellouts there. And it's just a different feeling. And so to create that here is going to be a huge advantage for us.
Coach, Sarah Andrews is playing at an extremely high level, All-American level. What has she meant to you personally as a coach?
Yeah, I mean, Sarah's just loyalty personified. I mean, she's someone that chose to stay. Obviously had a great sophomore year for us, and then just continued to build, you know, from second team all-conference to first team all-conference to unanimous preseason. But shooting the ball at a high level, I don't know what it is about Moody, but when we play down at Moody, she just has a different energy about, there's a confidence, there's a calmness that she doesn't always bring. But in that building, there's something about it that if we can bottle it up and always get that leadership from her, it makes us really hard to beat.
Well, looking forward to your game tomorrow night. What a great matchup. Top 25 matchup, 2 undefeated teams, Baylor and TCU tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be a fun one for sure.
Coach, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
All right, Coach Nikki Collin of the undefeated and 6th-ranked Baylor Bears. We'll be back and wrap things up, head toward tip-off right after this.
If you're supposed to play and you let the lights get to you, you can mess around and lose this game.
That's it. It's almost, or is it like a road game for the Baylor team? I mean, it's their first game in this building, just like Cornell.
I mean, honestly, when you only have 2 days of practice, that typically feels like how it is on the road. On the road, you have maybe 1 day, maybe 2, depends on how long the road trip is, to be able to get it acclimated to the arena and honestly get shots up and just get the feel of the court. So, yes, you're right. It's maybe a road game.
Except for the home crowd, and it's a great crowd in there. Let's go inside and be a part of it. What do you say?
Let's do it.
All right. For King McClure, I'm John Morris. We're going to head inside. We'll bring you the opening tip in the new Foster Pavilion coming up as the 18th-ranked Baylor Bears host the Cornell Big Red. Stay with us. Baylor basketball, the inaugural game in the Foster Pavilion is coming up next. Look at the new floor on the new pavilion, and we'll be right back with the opening tip after this.
Live suspected. From the intensity of the pitch
a clinching moment in the title race.
to the beauty of the tiki-taka,
Massive moment.
from city rivals
Needed something special
to El Clásico.
to separate these 2 clubs.
Here's where legends are born. And every match is a spectacle. A celebration like no other. For the love of football. For the love of La Liga.
Ready for the NFL playoffs?
I was born ready.
Dramatic entrances? Check. Team of destiny?
Check.
Nightmare matchups? Check. All the heart-pumping playoff action of your dreams? Check, please. So you think you're ready for the NFL playoffs?
You ready, Joe? I was born ready.
Flyovers? Check. Extravagant entrances? Check. Dynamic duos?
Check.
Nightmare matchups? Check. Team of destiny? Check. All the heart-pumping, stadium-jumping action of your playoff dreams? Check, please.
Jewel of the Brasses. And hi, everybody, an exciting night. Welcome inside the jam-packed Foster Pavilion. John Morris alongside former Baylor standout King McClure. King, this is an exciting night. It's really an historic night as the Bears play their first game in this new pavilion.
Man, this is incredible. Just looking around this atmosphere, you know, it's been a long time coming, and Baylor basketball deserves this. This is phenomenal. There's not an empty seat. This is what Coach Drew envisioned. I'm loving this.
Great home court advantage. It is lesser capacity. 7,500 is capacity. I'm telling you, there's 7,500 or more that are here tonight. And it's a tough opener for Coach Drew and the Bears. They are 10-2, ranked 18th in the nation, but they're hosting a Cornell team that is also 10-2.
This Cornell team can play. I mean, they're talented. They shoot the ball well. They space out very, very well. Run their offense. This team is good. Baylor has to come ready to play. I mean, I know this is a new arena. I know there's so much extra going on, but they have to be able to dial in, lock in, and be able to win this game.
Well, that's part of it, isn't it? You got to play the game. All the build-up. Baylor's had 2 practices in here the last 2 days. Cornell had a shoot-around here today. So Baylor doesn't have a lot more experience on this floor than do the visitors from Ithaca, New York. Bears do get the tip, control the tip. Question now is who will get the first points here in Foster Pavilion. Bears wearing the home white tonight. Toby Walter a long 3. That is no good. Back iron. Eve Meesey, the rebound, puts it up and in. Eve Meesey, the points that christen the new Foster Pavilion.
And that right there is why his stock is rising. To go vertical, get the ball off the offensive glass to go score. But right there, you see Cornell plays a 5-out offense. Their 5-man can step out and shoot the 3. EBC has to be able to guard the 3-point line and be able to defend perimeter players.
Saw Sean Hansen get that 3-pointer. We'll see a lot of those tonight. Cornell, a team that is #1 in the nation in 2-point field goal percentage. They shoot 65% inside the arc. Foul on the perimeter. Is on Isaiah Gray, a senior guard. First meeting all time between Baylor and Cornell. Here is the first basket, first points in Foster Pavilion history by E. Meesey.
Well, right there, E. Meesey just goes vertical. You have to block him out because he is so athletic, and if you do not put a body on him, you will see this time and time again.
Bears ball trailing by a point. Meesey at the free throw line to Jalen Bridges on the right wing. Jacoby Walter. Walter drives, the C's part, and he lays it in with his left hand.
The zone of Cornell is a little different. It's not your typical 2-3. It's not really a 2-1-2. It's a very different zone. We'll see how Baylor really attacks it, but right there, good drive by Jacoby.
Jake Nunn going for the steal, then draws the foul on Isaiah Gray. Gray picks up his second personal. There's the starters, Gray, Mannon, Nord, Hansen, and DJ Nix for Cornell. Coached by Brian Earl out of the Ivy League. And with the 2 fouls, quick fouls, Isaiah Gray goes to the bench. This ball leading 4-3. Look around and find a good scoreboard to look at. Everything's new, King. And that'll be a player control foul on Baylor that'll wipe out the 3 by Jacoby Walter. It was on Meesey, is that right?
I think that was on Meesey right there.
Drew in his 21st season at Baylor. Nice break, layup, no good. Meesey the rebound for Bears. Now got down the floor quickly. Again, we'll see that all night. They'll push the tempo on the defense.
And they move the ball exceptionally well. Part of the reason why they shoot so greatly too.
Nice feed into Meesey. He gets that one to roll over the front iron and in for a 6-3 Baylor lead. 2 minutes, 12 seconds in. There it is. There's that tempo, and Chris Mannon ends up with the lay-in.
We talked about them moving the ball exceptionally well right there off of the back cut. They do that a lot. They move without the ball, and they will backdoor cut you to death.
Bridges misses the three, but Nisi very active early, gets another bucket. Bears lead 8-5. Nisi has 6 of the 8 for the Bears. No, take that back. He's got 4 of the 8.
Oh, this is the level that Baylor needs Nisi to play at every single game.
Jump hook in the paint. That one is good by Mannon.
And right there, Mannon, you see him step out and shoot the 3, but he can also post up. Right there, not scared of Nisi in his length. The left-hand hook, that's a really impressive shot right there.
8-7, Baylor lead. 3 minutes, 5 seconds in first half. A.J. Dennis. It's Jake Nunn. That 3 rims out. Shot no good. Nazar Williams runs it up for Cornell. The feedback on the low post, picked up there by Jacoby Walter. Jacoby had a 26-point game last time out for the Bears. There's a block by Jalen Bridges. Starts the break the other way. Walter for 3. In and out. Oh, and a follow by Jalen Bridges.
Multiple effort plays right there. Jalen Bridges locks up. One-on-one defense, gets the stop off the glass, runs back down in transition, gets the follow-up. That is a winning play.
3 answer by Nazar Williams, the 6'3 junior from Nyack, New York. Cornell unfazed playing in this environment. It's a 10-10 game as we reach the 16-minute mark. Kobe Walter drives in on the baseline right and dunks it home. 12-10, Bears on top. Reach in foul on the Bears. Cornell ball after the timeout.
Jacoby Walter starting off active tonight, and right there, that's just a little too easy. Throws it down in the new Foster Pavilion.
Of course, got through in his 21st season as head coach at Baylor. There's Coach Brian Earl. 4th place, 500 record in the Ivy League a year ago. Scott Drew in his 21st season at Baylor, 22nd as a Division I head coach, Big 12 Coach of the Year, 3 of the last 4 seasons in the best basketball conference in the country, and the coach of the 2021 national champions, Scott Drew. It's got to be different for the coaching staff and the players, too, moving into a new arena, a new home. Around the perimeter. Drive in, layup, no good. It's Josh Ojonwuna off the bench. Ojonwuna gets the rebound and then is fouled in the backcourt. Fouled by Chris Manning. Antoine Grimes also on the floor for the Bears. Grimes had a nice game for the Bears. Their last time out, that was the game before Christmas. A nice little 59-point win over Mississippi Valley State that closed out the Farrell Center. That night played out to perfection, didn't it?
It did. It was perfect.
Yeah, get to celebrate the history of the Farrell Center, go home for Christmas off a victory. Checked all the boxes. Winston Love on the floor for Baylor as well, as is Caleb Lohner. So 4 off the bench for the Bears at that first media timeout. Comes back to Jake Nunn with 5 to shoot. The alley-oop to Lohner, and he missed it. Trying to get it back out of bounds, and it'll go over to Cornell.
If Baylor is patient with this Cornell zone, he will always be able to find the holes. I mean, we saw Jacoby Walter get an easy layup going baseline right there, a wide open backdoor cut. I mean, if you're patient with their zone, because it's a little bit unorthodox, you can get what you want.
Guy Ragland is on in post position, very physical, you can tell. Banged into Antoine Grimes and then ran into Caleb Lohner, who tied it up. Possession arrow does favor Cornell.
And this right here, great seal, great post up, and that's good backside help by Caleb Lohner, because if he doesn't step over, that is an automatic bucket.
Three right side, that was no good by Nazar Williams, rebounded by the Bears. Langston Love brings it across the timeline, pass to Jaden Nunn. Love pass to Lohner. Low post, back outside to Nunn. To Love for three, and it's good from the right side.
You have to take care of the basketball because you see what Cornell does. They have random traps. It's almost like it's no rhyme or reason. It's just very random, very sporadic traps that really throw you off.
First made three by the Bears tonight, 1 of 5. From beyond the arc, puts Baylor up 15-10.
And look right here, Caleb Doan does a great job passing out of the double. And on the backside, when you swing to the one more, you can get open looks as long as you take care of the basketball and make the right reads. And that right there is a perfect example.
Cornell ball to inbound on their baseline, trailing Baylor by 5, 15-10. Inbounds it comes, and a little stutter step there by Jacob Beckless, and he shuffled his feet. Freshman guard from Philadelphia turns it over on the travel.
And that right there is the right call. Off of the catch, he moved his feet just a little bit. Thought about shooting it, but was really a little hesitant. That's the right call.
Markings on the floor, the Mark and Paula Hurd floor inside the Paul and Alejandra Foster Pavilion. So foul on the perimeter. There's going to inbound far side court, leading 15-10. Ragland guilty of the foul, his first personal. Of the inbounds to D'Antoine Grimes. Owner begging for the ball, gets it, pass a little high, trying to pass it out of there to save it. And he threw it away. Nazar Williams with the steal.
Cornell very active. They average 9 steals a game.
Williams into the paint against Langston Love, who was no flowering guard in there. I mean, he plays tough. He gets the bucket to fall.
And Nazar Williams, as you can see, I mean, a very, very tough guard. Can shoot the three, but can also post up because of his size. Very strong. A lot bigger than what he plays.
Now the perimeter, that is on D'Antoine Grimes to avoid a layup at the other end. Grimes will go to the bench. Miro Little is on. Second personal on Grimes. Miro Little has the distinction. He had the final bucket in Baylor basketball history in the Farrell Center. Remember he got hot?
Yeah.
Those 3-pointers late.
And had the heat check.
Yes, he did.
And he came down looking to shoot every single time he touched the ball. I'm not mad at it. If you're going to go out like that, go out with a bang.
That's
End your
right.
time at the Farrell and in 2023 with a bang like that.
And he did it, didn't he? That was great. Cornell basketball, they trail by 3, the Bears. Ragland drives in, scoops it up, somehow made it in.
That's a tough bucket, but right there, got away with the little chicken wing with the hook. That's how he was able to create the separation and score on Ojan Luna. He hit him with the hook, allowed him to get the left hand, but that's a tough bucket. And take a look at this bucket right here. Watch this, one-on-one in the post. Look where his right arm goes. His right arm hooks him, now allows Ojan Luna's leg to get over to be able to cut him off. Gains an advantage. That's definitely an offensive foul.
Wasn't called there, and then a foul. The inbounds is called on DJ Nix, the 6'6 sophomore, Harrisburg, North Carolina. Here's an inbound. Jacoby Walter on the run out. Fires in left corner. Jalen Bridges back to Little for 3. It's good! A 3 by the freshman from Finland, Miro Little.
You know, one thing I think of when I look at Miro Little is his confidence. I mean, as a freshman, you typically don't see that, but Baylor has a lot of confident young guys. Jacoby Walter, Nisi, Miro Little. I mean, Miro Little doesn't get the minutes that the other two get, but when he steps on the court, he's effective and he's ready for his moment.
Little again, sets, fires. Another 3 by Miro Little. There's that heat check again. Game for the freshman.
Look at it. When he hits one, just know the second one is coming. He can really shoot the ball and can really play.
6-0 run by the Bears. Ragland misses from 3-point range. And a foul in the backcourt. It's on Cornell.
I mean, take a look at this right here. This is a guy who played on the Finnish national team. The kid can play at a high level, and he started in the World Cup. The confidence, ready to shoot the ball, and right here, The pump fake, one dribble, it is okay. Off the bounce, off the catch. He's looking to shoot the ball, and he's being ultra aggressive. And frankly, I love it, J-Mo.
Yeah, that confidence by a freshman. He's had that international competition. He is playing much more mature than you would think a true freshman.
I mean, he's playing against guys like Dennis Schroeder on one of the biggest stages, not in the country, but in the world, representing his country. One of the best players to come out of his country and playing with guys like Laurie Markkinen. This kid is good.
Firing again. Mira Little misses this time as the green light. Rebound by Cornell. 3 right side. That one is no good. That was DJ Nix with the miss. Jake Fegan with the rebound. Freshman guard from Wilmette, Illinois. Let's give and go there. That backdoor cut. Princeton style. Bears lead by 7 early on. Inaugural game in Foster Pavilion. Down to 3. Baylor missed their first 4 beyond the arc tonight. Now they've hit 4 of their last 5. There is another turnover by Cornell. Dennis Miro Little into the paint. About the runner instead, gave it away to Ray J. Dennis. To Bridges. 3 in the corner is no good. Jacoby Walter, the rebound in the football.
That's one very underrated part of his game. He crashes the glass at a very, very high rating because of his athleticism. He's able to come down with rebounds that you typically don't see guards get.
Long range 3 by Cooper Nord is no good. 6'2" sophomore guard from Glenview, Illinois. Bears take it the other way, leading 26-14. There is Jacoby Walter, the runner, missed it, but tipped in his own miss.
And you see the athleticism that I just talked about. The runner into the quick second bounce to be able to get his rebound and tip it back in before the defense could react.
28-14 lead, biggest lead of the half for the Bears. Cornell on the perimeter, DJ Nix. Tries the entry pass, nearly stolen by Eve Beasy. Look at that athleticism. Drive in by Nord. Passes it away to Nix. Oh, he banked it in from 3-point range.
Man, J-Mo, those hurt. That's a great shot right there. You played 29 seconds of great defense. And the offensive team just throws up a shot and it goes in a 3, a bank 3 at that. Those type of shots, when you're on the court, those hurt because you gave your all for that possession and turned out with a lucky shot.
28-17. How about the alley-oop from Ray J. Dennis to Eve Beasy? Beasy the flush to finish puts Baylor up 30-17. On the perimeter for Cornell, Isaiah Gray. He'll drive. A swat at the ball by Beasy. He missed it, and he banked it in.
Hey, that's an impressive move right there. The misdirection, fake the ball screen, absorb the contact when you're driving, finish over the big fella. I mean, Isaiah Gray, that's a very impressive finish.
Makes it 30-19. Bears on top. 9:03 mark. First half. Drive by Beasy. He put the ball on the floor, and he shows how athletic he is as he banks it in.
Yeah, he gets more impressive every single game. Putting the ball on the floor, I mean, granted, it's only from the free throw line. A lot of big fellas can't do that.
This is 5 for 5. He's got 10 points. First player in double figure scoring. Layup miss. Walter the runner. Shot no good with the left hand. And out by Isaiah Gray. Knocked out of bounds. Will stay with Cornell.
The athleticism has been on display for Baylor right here. Quick second jump before the defense can react as a guard. And on the other side, off the pick and roll, Ray J. Dennis so good at picking his spots. And when you have a big like Nisi, throw it up and he will slam it.
Kobe Walter, Miro Little to the Baylor bench. Ray J. Dennis to the bench as well. Antoine Grimes, Jake Dunn, and Langston Love back on the floor. So Caleb Lohner back on the floor for the Bears. Technical. And I think that goes against Cornell. Doug Sermons for the details over there. There was a bump, and then I think the Cornell player, I think it was Isaiah Gray. Let's take a look at it.
And this is the right call right here. Because afterwards, a little bit of extra, Caleb Garner was holding them, but look, the shove is where it happens. The push right there, unnecessary. I think that's the right call. Technical foul, too much. Refs got it right.
Not Isaiah Gray, but Cooper Nord. Nord whistled for that technical. Langston Love shooting the technical free throws for the Bears. See the 1845 EO on the court. That is homage to Baylor's founding in this year of 1845. It's a nice touch.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, even look at the paint. I love the way that the paint looks. The two-tone on the court. I'm feeling this. I'm really feeling this pavilion. I wish I could have played here, but I'm really feeling this.
There were some other designs. They looked at several, but ended up on the cutting room floor. This one is absolutely perfect. Oh, a 10-second call. Big Nunn didn't get it across the timeline in time.
And right there, he released the ball, but the ball was not over the half-court line by the time the shot clock hit 20, which is 10 seconds. So I would agree with the referee. That's a great heads-up call and a great play to call that.
It's a nice drive, and Nazar Williams lays it in with his left hand. 34-21 our score. Baylor on top. Juan Grimes gets away from that potential trap at midcourt and is fouled by Nazar Williams. Your 8-minute timeout. First half here in Foster Pavilion. Baylor up by 13. Inaugural game in the new Foster Pavilion. For baseline, but man, you give them those seats right there, right on the baseline, right behind the benches. That is prime real estate for the Baylor students.
Yeah, no, I love it. I feel like as great as the Farrell Center was, it wasn't intimidating. The students were just too far away. So when we go on the road, we go play West Virginia, we go play in some of these other hostile environments, the students are on the court. They're loud, they're in your ear, they're talking crazy to you. And that is right now what this is representing. The students being able to talk crazy to you, being right behind the bench. You hear every single thing that they say. And as a player, it definitely takes effect. You definitely hear it, and it can definitely be bothersome sometimes. Because some of the things that come out these students' mouths, oh my goodness.
I bet you've heard it all, right?
Oh man, the crazy, well, I can't repeat the craziest thing I've ever heard. But I used to get called Queen a lot, which is, I mean, you know what, come up with something better. Like, come up with something more creative. Anybody can call me Queen, Princess, like all of that. But, you know.
Three by Keller Boothby, one of the two Texans on the Cornell roster. Boothby, 6'7" senior out of Plano, played at Prestonwood Christian Academy. So he's got some family and friends in attendance here. Okay, so along those lines, as Grimes nails a long three-pointer from the left wing. Antoine Grimes. I was going to say, what would be the toughest environment you played in during your Baylor days?
Kansas is hard because it's loud, but their fans aren't ruthless. I think there's a difference between being loud and being ruthless. They're just loud. They just love the game of basketball. Now, you go to Texas Tech, you go to West Virginia, you have no idea what you're going to hear. We were at West Virginia, and remember Lester Medford?
Yes.
He was one of the most private, secretive guys we've ever seen in Baylor's campus. And they found out his girlfriend's name. And when Lester Medford is shooting free throws, the whole student section is yelling out his girlfriend's name. And nobody on the team knew he had a girlfriend. Nobody knew.
That's some intel.
Yeah, and I don't know how they found that out, but they did their research.
That's this move by Langston Love.
Off the pump fake. You have to close out to a high-level shooter. And you have to be able to block out this man right here, because if not, he will be able, make it a jumping contest. He will win 9 times out of 10 because he is extremely athletic.
He's 6 of 6 from the floor. He's got 12 points, the only player for either team in double figures. Foul on Caleb Loner. This end, and that puts Cooper Nord at the free throw line. You know, when I asked you that question, toughest place, toughest road environment, my thought was almost exactly what you said. Kansas really loud, really intimidating. As far as the students being in your grill, I would have thought West Virginia and Texas Tech.
No, Texas Tech is ridiculous because they probably have the most students out of everybody. And some of the things I couldn't repeat, I would get fired if I repeated some of the things that I heard when I went to Texas Tech. I mean, they were talking to my mother. And my mother was over there behind our bench. They found out my mother. They were talking crazy to my mother during that game.
Now that may cross the line.
But you know, it's interesting because you see incidents like Marcus Smart. You know, when he was in college, he has to go up to the stands and he ends up punching a fan. Now I don't condone that. But I mean, fans talk so reckless to you and they talk so crazy sometimes that some people will lose it if you say the wrong thing to the wrong person.
Couple free throws, good by Nord. There's A.K. Okereke on the floor for Cornell. Jonathan Chumwa-Chachua is on the floor for Baylor, first time tonight. A.J. Dennis to the left baseline, back outside to Grimes. Grimes kick in the corner. Dennis drives on the baseline. There's contact. How many free throws coming? Jonathan Chumwa-Chachua gathers his team there. It was an interesting break for the Baylor senior Chachua. He was engaged. Engaged.
Shout out to him and his girl. I mean, fiance now. Yeah, Lauren.
That's right, Lauren.
Wow.
Harrison, former Baylor volleyball player. So tell me that's not a wedding in Baylor heaven waiting to happen.
And a very athletic one-day child.
Oh, that's true. Start recruiting him right now. But congratulations to John.
Congratulations, man. He's just a great guy. Really stand-up type of guy.
42-29 is the Baylor free throw. Couple of free throws by Ray J. Dennis. Under 6 minutes to play, first half. Playing well, coming off an 11-day break. They had one of these earlier in the season. 11-day break around Thanksgiving. The first game back was a loss, a really bad first half against Michigan State. There is Chachua's defense forcing the turnover by Guy Ragland Jr. So Coach Drew did things a little different with this coming back off an 11-day break. So far, it seems to have worked well. 42-point first half with 5.5 minutes remaining. This fires it into the corner to Love for three, no good. Chachua can't get to the rebound. It's pulled down by Evan Williams, the other Texan on the roster for Cornell. He's from Murphy, Texas, played at Plano East Senior High School.
Let's take a look at this pressure defense from Baylor. I mean, this is an area where Baylor has to get better. On the defensive side of things, being able to stay in front of the basketball and be able to cause turnovers. They have not been great on the defensive side. But the thing that I like about this team is I think that they have guys who are willing to get better, and I think that they will improve defensively because these guys care.
For the bench after his first personal foul, Jacoby Walter back out there. Free throw is short by Okereke. And an offensive rebound by Cornell, and a bucket after the missed free throw. It's put in by A.K. Okereke. Makes it 42-31, Bears on top. Cornell has hit their last 4 shots from the floor. Jacoby Walter, Reed on the perimeter. Walter will fire a three. Long range, back iron, no good. Richards can't control the rebound. It's pulled down by Ragland. Right, spin, layup. Nice move by Chris Manning.
Chris Manning has a game. I mean, he's the leading scorer for Cornell, and right there, you saw a little bit of the move. The between the legs into the spin move through traffic to finish with the left hand. That is a really elite level play.
Chachua thought about a three, gives the ball away. There's Chachua for three. It's no good. Didn't miss by much. Rebound by Evan Williams.
Man, that's just not a great shot right there. Move the ball, go side to side. You have to be able to create the rotations by swinging the ball, and right there, not the best shot by Jonathan Thomas.
Here's lead cut to 9. There's a nice drive. Jake Nunn, tough bucket. Went right into the heart of that defense and banked it in.
Very strong finish. He's always looking to absorb contact on the drives.
So that races around of about 3 minutes. Scoreless for the Bears. 3 no good. Manning chases his miss, gets the ball and banks it in.
I know that drives Coach Drew crazy. Shoot the 3, go get your own rebound. You automatically get subbed out based on Coach Drew's rules, and we see him hustling and we see him make good moves like this. Chris Manning, putting him in a spin cycle, been a little bit quiet, but starting to wake up. They need more of that if they want to get back in this game.
More useful than knowing the atomic weight of magnesium.
36?
Maybe. And you'll get a lot more out of cardio than you will knowing who ruled after King Tut.
Queen Tut? King Tut Jr.?
Sounds good to me.
The NHL on ESPN Plus. Knowing where the season's biggest events can be seen means knowing you'll never miss one. Knowing where you live doesn't control what you watch. Means always seeing your team in action. Knowing you have access to 50 exclusive NHL games means knowing your plans for the next 6 months. To know hockey is to love hockey, and to love hockey is to have ESPN Plus.
Nothing held back. All for the love of soccer. For the love of football. For the love of La Liga.
9-point lead for the Bears, 44-35 over Cornell. You see 3 minutes, 29 seconds remaining first half. Baylor, number 18 in the nation this week. One of 6, count them, 6 Big 12 schools ranked in the top 25 nationally. No conference has more, and second week in a row, no, I'm sorry, 6th consecutive week that Baylor has had 6 ranked opponents.
Man, the Big 12 is stacked. I mean, I think this year might be one of the best that we've seen. I mean, it's loaded, and when you add Houston, you add BYU. I mean, who would have expected BYU to be as good as they are? And they come to the Foster Pavilion, and that is going to be an excellent game. I mean, they have a big fella in Ali Khalifa, who is probably the best passing big man in all of college basketball. Last year, like a crazy 17-to-1 turnover ratio. It was wild. He's an elite passer, and I think that, you know, adding BYU, adding Houston, man, just makes this league that much tougher. And it was already tough, J-Mo.
Exactly. Well, BYU will be here next Tuesday, 1 week from tonight. It's Baylor's Big 12 Conference home opener. And the Bears open league play in Stillwater this Saturday. Nice drive by Ray J. Dennis. Determined drive. Banker puts Baylor up by 11.
Oh, that's a great pass. That right there is a great pass. That's just great basketball. Whenever they pass to the high post, they are always looking to cut off of it. And if you have your head turned, they are taught to throw the basketball. Take a look at this right here. Head was turned, looking the opposite direction. If they see the back of your head, they are throwing it because you, as a defender, do not know where the ball is coming from. He puts the ball, threads the needle in a perfect spot to get the layup. That's great basketball.
Missed on the free throw to complete the three-point play. Update that score. It's 46-37. Baylor on top by 9. Jacoby Walter glides in, but his banker won't fall. Rebound, Cornell. The outlet. Okay, Okereke into the paint. Collision there between he and Jacoby Walter. Foul on Walter. 2:38 on the clock, first half. Hey, stay with us at halftime. We'll visit with Mac Rhodes, Baylor's athletic director, and also Paul Foster will be with us. Playing at the Foster Pavilion. Generous in many ways, Paul and Alejandra Foster to Baylor University.
How cool is that? You know, you walk in a building, it's named after me. The arena is named after you. Like, how cool is that, you know?
Tell you what else, he's got a real heart for athletics, because he's got a heart for Baylor University also, campus and academics. He started the Foster Academic Challenge.
Wow.
The Foster Center for Excellence and Cameron School of Business. Huge donation by Paul and Alejandra Foster for that. So it's not all athletics with the Foster.
Now one day I'm able to do as much as he's done, financially especially.
They have been blessed, and they have in turn blessed Baylor. Cody Walter to Miro Little to Jalen Bridges. The three is good from the left corner.
That's just great ball movement. Move it from side to side. Make the defense rotate. Find the open man. Knock the three down. Good ball movement right there.
Into the paint, cut off. Gets the ball back out to Sean Hansen. Three right side. Clips off the rim. That is no good by Jake Fegan. And the Bears in a hurry bring it the other way. Rebounding pretty close here. Daniel Ramirez tells us Baylor up 15-12 in the rebounding category. Closer than you might expect. There's Jaden Nunn. Has an opening and knocks down the triple. It is 52-37, a 6-0 run by the Bears. Three is good. The answer by Nazar Williams for Cornell.
And every single time Baylor makes a little bit of a run, Nazar Williams has been that guy to take the big shot and knock it down.
.40 is our score. Minute 13 and counting here in the first half. Jaden Nunn. Three off the mark, but a whistle. And a foul. And let's see, that's on Okereke. That is his first. A.K. Okereke. Whistle for the foul. Big night like tonight. A lot of folks wanted to be here for this official first game. One of them just sat down next to you, Ish Wainwright.
It's Wainwright, man.
Had fun to have him here tonight.
Yeah, it's great to see, Baylor legends like him. I mean, I see Isaiah Austin over there. I mean, guys who played a pivotal role in this happening, being able to lead Baylor to the success that they led it to. Other guys, like Maceo Teague has been texting me, telling me I got certain things wrong on the broadcast. Shout out my guy Mace, man. So many Baylor legends. I mean, he played a huge role, winning a national championship. With him, Davion, Jared Butler, Flotan, Mark Vital. You can go down the list. Tweety Carter, if you want to go back even that far. So many guys played a role in Foster Pavilion being built and being made. Shout out to all these guys, man.
I'll take it back even further than that. Matt Saman is here tonight.
Yeah.
Matt and his wife Janet. Matt on Coach Drew's first team.
Even Mamadou. Mamadou, the mayor of Waco.
Mayor. Final minute, first half. Baylor leads this game 53-42. Bridges pass to Ojanwuna. Great job to handle that pass in close range and put it in. What a move. 55-42. Under 30 seconds to play in the half. Three, no good. Rebound, offensive rebound by Boothby. The three is no good by Cooper Nord. Another offensive rebound. Nord, he missed the layup. Hear about it from the fans. He received a technical earlier in the game. And that's to play for the final shot.
And that's a great cut right there, but you have to be able to finish it. In a hostile environment like this, you have to finish those plays.
Got to put it up. Walter does, and he hits it. Jacoby Walter, a three at the halftime buzzer.
An elite shooter right there. Jaden Nunn took his time. Under pressure. Shot clock running down. Found his shooter. Found the guy with the hot hand. Jacoby Walters knocks it down. You have to know where he is at all times. When you're